Welcome back to Arch Zenith. Feeling overwhelmed by the constant noise and digital clutter of the world? You're not alone. In 2025, our homes need to be more than just places to live. They need to be our sanctuaries, a soft place to land at the end of a demanding day. If your space feels more stressful than soothing, you're not just due for a redecorate, you're craving a deeper sense of comfort. The answer isn't more stuff, it's more soul. And that's exactly what the Danish concept of Hygge is all about. Forget the cold, stark stereotypes of Scandinavian design. Today, I'm showing you how to create a warm, minimalist haven that's not just beautiful, but actively feels like a warm hug. Let's break it down into 5 simple, transformative steps. Segment 1. The warm, minimalist base. First, we need to clear the canvas for comfort. It's a common mistake to think Hygge means adding more pillows and blankets, but true cozy contentment is born from clarity, not clutter. This is where we embrace the principle of mindful curation. Start with a gentle room by a room declutter. Look at your possessions with a compassionate eye and ask a simple question. Does this item bring me genuine joy? Or does it serve a beautiful, functional purpose in my daily life? This process isn't about creating a sterile, empty box. It's about creating a calm home environment by intentionally removing the visual noise that subconsciously stresses us out. With a clearer space, we can now build a serene color foundation. We're moving beyond the hospital-like bright whites and leaning into the 2025 trend of warm minimalism. Imagine the difference between a cool, blue-toned white and the soft, creamy white of fresh oatmeal. That's the feeling we're after. Introduce colors inspired by nature, warm, earthy grays that feel like smooth stones, pale taupes that mimic sand, and muted dusty greens reminiscent of a peaceful forest. These are what I call hugging colors. They visually embrace the space and make it feel inherently safe and grounded. This mindful approach extends to your furniture choices and layout. Scandinavian design is inherently human-centric, and your Hygge haven should be no different. Arrange your seating to foster connection and conversation. Position chairs and sofas to face each other, not just the television. When selecting new pieces, lean towards designs with soft, rounded edges. There's a whole field of study called Neuroaesthetics that tells us our brains process curves as safer and more approachable than sharp angles. This foundational layer of warm minimalism isn't about deprivation. It's about making intentional room for more peace, more comfort, and more of what truly matters to you. Segment 2: The Magic of Layered Light. If the foundation is the bones of your Hygge home, then light is its lifeblood. The Danes, who mastered this concept through long, dark winters, understand a fundamental truth. Lighting is not merely functional, it's deeply emotional. Harsh, single-source overhead lighting is the arch nemesis of coziness. It flattens a room, creates unflattering shadows, and signals our brains to stay alert. We need to banish the big light and become artists of atmosphere with what I call layered luminescence. Your first and most crucial layer is the ambient glow. This is the soft, diffused light that fills a room without a glaring, obvious source. And the gold standard for this is, and always will be, candlelight. There is simply no substitute for the gentle, flickering dance of a real flame. It's primal, mesmerizing, and instantly soothing. Create clusters of candles of different heights and sizes on your coffee table, sideboard, or mantelpiece. For worry-free ambience, the latest generation of LED candles in 2025 are miracles of technology, with flicker patterns and warm color temperatures that are almost indistinguishable from the real thing. Next, we build on this glow with strategic task and accent lighting. This is where you add both function and personality. Think of a sculptural floor arc lamp bending gracefully over your sofa, casting a perfect pool of light for getting lost in a novel. Place a small woven table lamp on your sideboard to warmly highlight a cherished family photo or a beautiful vase. Don't be afraid to use string fairy lights woven through a bookshelf or headboard to add a touch of whimsical magic. The goal is to have at least 5 to 7 different low-level light sources in your main living area, allowing you to create intimate pockets of light that make the entire space feel warm, dynamic, and enveloping. Segment 3: Breathing in the Soul. We've built the structure, set the mood, and layered in the comfort. Now, we arrive at the most important and personal step: breathing life and soul into your haven. A house becomes a home not through decor alone, but through the evidence of a life well lived within it. This is where we infuse your unique personality and embrace the Hygge lifestyle itself. Without this soul, a space can feel like a beautiful but empty stage set. First, bring the outside in with intention. Biophilic design is a huge trend for 2025. because we are inherently comforted by nature. This goes beyond a single houseplant. Create small, curated moments of nature throughout your home. Place a beautiful, low bowl filled with collected pine cones or smooth, grey stones on your coffee table. Instead of a formal flower arrangement, place a single, majestic, weathered branch in a tall vase. Forage for dried pampas grass or wheat and display them in a simple ceramic vessel. This not only adds beautiful, organic form to your space, but also connects your home to the passing seasons, a core tenet of mindful living. Next, focus on personal artifacts that tell your story. This is the heart of mindful living. Create a small gallery wall of framed personal photographs that capture genuine moments of joy and connection with loved ones, rather than using generic art prints. Stack your most beloved, well-worn books on your side table. Use your grandmother's old wooden tray to serve tea and biscuits. In an age of mass production, there is a growing hunger for the handmade and the personal. Support a local potter and use their mugs every day. Frame a postcard from a memorable trip. These are the objects that hold energy and memory. They are the tangible threads of your personal narrative. Finally, design your space to support comforting rituals. Your Hygge haven is a stage for the simple, good things in life. Designate a specific cozy corner with the perfect armchair, a great reading light, and a small side table for your tea. Create a dedicated tea or coffee station with your favorite ceramics and a beautiful kettle, making the ritual of making a hot drink a small, joyful event. This intentional design makes it easier to choose the comforting, slow action over the default of reaching for a screen. By weaving these elements of nature, personal history, and ritual into your space, you transform it from a mere interior into a true sanctuary for your well-being. And there you have it, your comprehensive guide to transforming any space, no matter the size or budget, into your personal Hygge haven. We've journeyed from the foundational principles of warm minimalism, through the alchemy of layered light, and finally, to the soul of the space, your personal story. Remember, this isn't about achieving perfection. In fact, Hygge is quite the opposite. It's about authenticity, warmth, and a slight, beautiful imperfection. It's about creating a home that feels like a slow, deep breath. A home that protects your peace in a chaotic world. A home that isn't just designed, but is truly lived and loved in. So, I invite you to start small. Maybe today, you declutter one shelf. Tomorrow, you add a new, softer light source. Next week, you introduce a new texture with a throw blanket. This is a gentle, evolving process. Your haven will grow and change with you. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. If this inspired you, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more guides on creating a home that supports your well-being. I'd love to hear from you. What is one element of Hygge you're most excited to bring into your space? Share your thoughts and your own cozy creations in the comments below. Until next time, take care and go create some Hygge.